Alright guys, welcome back here to the second quarter between the, I apologize about that guys, I got a little bit of a new system set up here, but the second quarter between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. Now as you guys can see already, the game has been quite the turnaround of events. I have not expected this to ever actually happen here, but nonetheless it has. So with that being said, it is 10-0 Baltimore Ravens, but the Cowboys have it on the 43-yard line of the Baltimore Ravens. And with that being said, 2nd down and 9, let's get right to it and roll a fast action card here. So let's roll our die. So it's going to be a rushing play. Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, so that's going to go to 10, and 10 says here, let's see here, that says smothered at line for 1-yard loss. And we can even say, if that we wanted to here, guys, that play right there, if that's going to go to the smother that line, and number 10, that's going to be an inside play. And right here, if you guys can see here, inside for 10 would be, let's see, is that Don Perkins? So Don Perkins is going to get the 1-yard loss there for him as they start off the second quarter here. Okay, so 1-yard loss there. And that brings up 3rd down and 10. So 3rd down and 10 here. Let's roll the dice here. Okay, so 4-5 here on a probable pass play. Probable pass play is going to be here, let's see, a 4. That's going to be a medium pass versus a 4 or a 5 defense, which will be a blitz defense. So let's see, that's a medium versus blitz. So let's pull that out here. And that's going to go to 7. And 7 says it's going to be, for that one, well, it looks like it's going to be to Drew Pearson. So Drew Pearson on this play here, number 7. Okay, so that'll be a 12. And 12 says for our quarterback, who is Tony Romo, who's a AAA completion, 12 says QB there, plus Q dice there, plus 1 die out of bounds. So it'll be Q plus die, which will be a 12 plus a 4. That'll be 16 out of bounds. So there you go, right over to Pearson for his first catch of the game. So that'll be 16 yards. And a 1st down for the Cowboys, marching themselves down into the end zone here, or the red zone here almost. So with that being said, 1st down and 10. Let's roll a fast action die, which will be a pass play. Pass says it's going to be complete to Michael Irvin, 11 yards. So there you go, guys. Just that quick. Of course, Tony Romo showing off his arm here. So that's already 6 attempts. And, guys, that is 6 completions. He is 10 for 10, or sorry, 6 for 6 there, guys, for an 11-yard gain. This is going to be quite the spectacular, I think, here, guys, as we, of course, already see on the 17-yard line. They just crossed into the red zone. So all right, let's roll that dice here for us. Okay, so 4-2. So a 4-4-2. So 4 is going to be an outside run versus a safe defense. And that's going to go over to the second one, which outside run is going to be to Emmitt Smith for 2. So outside run versus an, did I say safe defense? Yeah, I said I did. All right, so Emmitt Smith. Let's see what he's going to have caught up for him here. So 46 there, and a 46 says it's going to be an unusual result. And 61 on the unusual result says here that it's going to be XR, exclamation point, dice game. So it's an outside run, and Emmitt Smith is an exceptional runner, so he does not fumble. As you guys can see here, he is an exceptional runner here on his outside run. So Emmitt Smith is going to get an XR column here, and he'll avoid the fumble. 26 for the exceptional run says EF run 2. Adelius Thomas 1+ there on the outside, and Ray Lewis both have 2. So yes to 26. So hole closes fast. It's a 1-yard gain. So unfortunately for Emmitt Smith there, he almost cut it out, but unfortunately the hole closed real fast, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 9. And let's see here what's going to happen here on the 2nd down and 9. Oh, it's going to be a rush play. And that'll be a 2 again. So 2 again here, which is most likely, it's always Emmitt Smith here. So Emmitt Smith's going to linebacker shoot through to nail runner for 2-yard loss. So Unfortunately for that one, it's going to be a 2-yard loss as we bring up third down after that rushing play there. The rushing is not doing so well here for the Dallas Cowboys, but I will say their passing game under Tony Romo has been exceptional. Now, third down and 11, I will say, guys, I accidentally made a mistake there. I shouldn't have done a fast action card. We are in the red zone, so I apologize for that fast action card. I should have actually just done a normal play. So, but we can kind of overlook that. That's kind of the first mistake of the series for a while here. But a 3 is going to be a tendency play. So a 3 is going to be a tendency, and it's going to say a 6, and a tendency for that is going to be an inside run versus a blitz defense to 20. So an inside run versus a blitz defense to 20, and that's going to be over to Daryl Johnston here. Inside run versus that. So Daryl Johnston is going to be an E rating. Now, he only has done 1 run, so his little E rating here actually changes to a C rating for his first 2 carries. This is his first 2 carries here, and that says it's going to be a 55. And so a 55 here on this list is an unusual result. Of course, unusual results here. All right, 43 says 3-yard loss out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. So let's see what the penalty says here, see if we actually even play this play. 66 says defense 5 yards, and then it looks like it's an automatic first down. So there you go. So it looks like it's going to tack on at the end of the play there. What's that probably going to be 8B? I'm assuming that's probably going to be a little bit of a holding or something like that. So, or a 5 yards, probably illegal hands to the face. So 5 yards, first down. So we're going to actually play the play out, right? And it'll be a 3-yard gain, right? So that'll be 3 yards, and then we'll push it to first down on a 5-yard on top of that, right? So let's see here. Nope, it's going to go back to the Dallas Cowboys. First down and 10 here. 12 minutes and 15 seconds left. Ravens still leading 10-0. First down and 10 right on the goal line here, guys. So goal line stat, we're going to definitely do a rushing heavy play here. So probable run's going to be an outside versus a run defense. And that will be over to Emmitt Smith again, I believe. Yeah, 5 will be over to Emmitt Smith. So outside versus a run defense. Let's see how this one shapes out here after they get the ball to Emmitt Smith. And that's going to be a 14, and 14 for outside. Emmitt Smith is a B outside rating here, so 14 says that's a 2-yard gain there, guys. So a B rating outside. It's a 2-yard gain. Surprised Emmitt Smith is only a 2 or a B on that one. That's weird, but hey, why not, right? He was a Hall of Famer, but nonetheless, they have to, of course, pad the stats a tiny bit, right? So, with that being said, second down and 8. Still probable run play here. We can still see if they're going to do a screen play or something like that. With that said, it's going to be a 4, and a 4 is going to be an inside run versus a blitz defense. So inside versus blitz here, as they probably are going to set up all of their guys there on the front line, and that'll be over to 8. And inside 8 is going to be over to Don Perkins. And a 62 says F, is he run 2? Ray Lewis is run 2, of course he is. So big collision after 2-yard gain. So he stopped up a big gain there. It was going to be an XR column. And Don Perkins here gets the 2-yard gain, and that puts him down to third down. But still closing forward here, guys, to scoring the touchdown with 11 minutes and 15 seconds left in the second quarter. Okay, third down and 6. I would say it's a normal pass play here. So normal pass play. 4 is going to be an outside run versus a safe defense. So outside run versus a safe defense. They're just going to go right heavy rushing here, it looks like. So an outside run versus a safe defense, did I say? Yeah, safe defense. And 17. They're going to bring on a new guy here, outside run. That'll be a Hill. So Calvin Hill is going to get his probably first touch of the game here. And 24 says here is the tackle, the right tackle or the left. Let's see, that is that Tony Hill. Are they run 2? Well, the right tackle, Rayfield Wright, is a run 2. If you guys can see up there, guys. Run 2 for sure. So with that being said, that's a yes. And on 24 it says hauled down for a loss. Or yes is an XR column. So there you go. XR column here. Okay, 44 on the XR column. A, B, C, or D, are they run 2? Now is A, B, C, or D run 2? Let's see here. Ed Reed is -2. Dewan Landry. Yep, he is definitely run 2. So, yes, there is. And so it looks like met by a defensive back after dice amount of yards. All right, so for a 6, it'll be a touchdown here. And it's just a 1. So it looks like Calvin Hill looked like he got a 1 here on this rating. And that'll bring up 4th down and 5. So let's see how this one plays out, as of course they're just going to take the points here. Why not just take the field goal? So with that said, 10 minutes and 45 seconds left here in the half. They'll just take the field goal. And that, my friends, let me pull up my running chart here. Okay, let's see here for the field goal. That's going to be a 15, plus that's going to be a 22-yard field goal. A 53 with Dan Bailey as the kicker for a field goal is a quadruple A, and a 53 on a quadruple A says he makes it. So that'll be 3 points there for the Dallas Cowboys. Did I not click it there? There you go. Three points there to the Dallas Cowboys. And that, my friends, will be Dan Bailey's first field goal of the game. Definitely a great kicker there, so we'll probably be seeing a pretty good kickoff here between the two kickers, Justin Tucker and Dan Bailey. So with that said, let's bring it back to the 35-yard line. Okay. Okay, everyone's all set and ready to go here. So let's roll the dice here, and let's see if we can get a good kickoff underway. And a 63 says for the kickoff will be a 48-yard to the secondary. So not a very good kick here, but a 48-yarder nonetheless. And that will bring out to the 17-yard line. And the secondary will be the one that returns it, which for a kickoff would be B.J. Sams. And a 64 on a return, a routine return here. 64 says unusual. And so let's see what the unusual play here will be for a kick return. So an unusual 54 says 19 yards, return man injured. Okay, so let's see how long the return man is injured for. So let's check that one out, but it will be 19 yards. Okay, so return man's injured. Let's see how far along he will be injured on the chart, of course. All right, so the chart says here. So the return man got clocked real hard here. And it says 56. So 56 says here, slammed turf on sore shoulder, out rest of game. So B.J. Sams will be out for the rest of the game there. So we can't utilize him in any of his capacities there. Luckily for us, he isn't actually anything besides the return man, I believe. So that's pretty good for us, at least for the replay. But kind of a sad story. You never like to see players get injured, especially in this game, of course. So with that said, let's bring out, let's see here. Let's bring out the defense and offense here. Still trying to figure out the best placement for all of these guys here. But I think I found here, this might be the best here. All right. So there's the defense here. There you go. There's the offense. All right. So with that said, Joe Flacco, who is 1 for 5 at this point, definitely needs to get a little bit of a boost here. So it's going to be a rushing play. And who's going to be the rushing to after I pulled that card there? 10. And it says here he's going to bowls through small hole for 2-yard gain, and a 10 on the inside run will be over to Ray Rice. So 2-yard gain for Ray Rice here. Okay, 2-yard gain there. 10 minutes and 15 seconds left here. Second down and 8 on the Ravens' 38-yard line. 2-2. So that's going to be a short pass versus a safe defense. So short versus safe. Thank you again, guys, for all your support. Absolutely love it here. It's going to go over the 14 receiver here. And 14 says that it's going to be Ishmael. So Ishmael, Quadri Ishmael here is going to be 36. And 36 says is the left tackle, Edwin Mulitalo. Does he have 2 pass? And he does not. So it's going to be a pressured from IJRK, and then it's going to be incomplete. So that's going to be incomplete pass there. Joe Flacco will throw an incomplete. That's the 6th throw of the game here for him. So 3rd down and 8 with 9 minutes, 45 seconds remaining here. And we see a 1-5 on a probable pass play, 3rd and 8. So that'll be a long pass versus a blitz defense. So probable. So it's going to be a long pass versus blitzing defense to the 5th one, which will see the direction go to Derek Mason. Derek Mason with the 14, and 14 is going to be for Joe Flacco, who's a double A. It is 2 Q yards, so he gets a great pass there by Joe Flacco, and that will bring up 2 Q yards. And for Joe Flacco, Q is 11, so that'll be 22 yards, folks. So just like that, you see it come on back there for him. And Derek Mason grabs his first catch of the game, and that nails it for Joe Flacco for sure. So it's going to be a 1st down and 10 on the 40-yard line of the Dallas Cowboys. Ravens are leading 10-3, and that's going to be a pass play here. And it says that's going to be complete to LaRon McClain for 8 yards in flat. So 8-yard gain to LaRon McClain. And that'll be the first touch by LaRon McClain there. There you go. Get him in there. And I said 8 yards, so let's put that on the stat sheet there. 2nd down and 2. Okay. The Ravens are definitely clicking on defense for sure, but offense, we'll see if they can. This is going to be just a defense burnout here. So a 5 will be an inside run versus a safe defense. So with that great play here, it's going to put the teams on their heels, so at least on defense at least. So 15, the ball carrier will be Willis McGahee. 41 is going to be to the right tackle. So Michael Orr, does he have 2 run? He does not. So he drives through the line for 3 tough yards. So Willis McGahee is definitely showing off the workhorse effort here and grabbing 3 more yards here. Okay, there you go. 8 minutes and 15 seconds left. 1st down and 10 on the 29-yard line. Let's roll the little dice here. So that's going to be a rushing play. And that'll be a 14. So 14 will be the one doing it here. And swamped by defensive lineman after 1-yard gain. That's an inside run. I'll save that one for us. 14 for them will be again into Willis McGahee for a 1-yard gain. That's, my friends, his 4th carry of the game. And that brings up 7 minutes and 45 seconds as they're just chewing up the clock with on the 28-yard line of the Dallas Cowboys. 2 is going to be a screen pass. Let's do a screen pass versus a pass defense. So they're all ready. They kind of get themselves set up. But with that screen pass and the pass defense, those corners are really giving them a good lot of leeway. And so looks like Joe Flacco is going to target Torrey Smith here on the screenplay. And a 61 says F. Does he have 0 pass there? So 0 pass. Does Leroy Jordan have it? Well, he does not. So caught, spins free, but he gets dice amount of yards, just like that. See how I said that? 6 dice is going to be 6-yard gain, and that, my friends, will be a 1 more pitch and catch by Joe Flacco, who is definitely starting to pad his stats a little bit here. So 6-yard gain for Torrey Smith. That's his 2nd connection for him in the game today. All right, so with that, got 7 minutes, 15 seconds left. 3rd down and 3. Probable just a normal run play here. 3rd and short. So that's going to be a short pass again. Let's see if they can do another screenplay for him. Or I guess, let's do a short pass. Short pass versus a safe defense. So a short versus safe, 12 is what we're going to look at here. And that's going to be over to Ray Rice. And a 56, that's going to be to Jay. And his J 0 pass. Bob Lilly does not have that. QB pressured, unlensed throw. Let's go to the wide chart. So the wide chart here, for him, we're looking for a 3 there. So 54 is going to be too high. And so, nope, incomplete. Let's see what the number is going to be here. 61. And 61 says he's a hard hit, but almost intercepted. So that will be incomplete no matter what there. Joe Flacco will just aimlessly throw that ball away. And that'll bring up 4th down and 3. And a kick, I bet you, for a field goal at this point, guys. So with that said, let's bring out Justin Tucker here. And this will be a, let's see here, 32 plus 7. That's going to be a 39-yard in total field goal here, but a 22-yarder, of course, from the books. And that says 56. Now, Justin Tucker, if you guys are seeing there, has a AA rating. So AA rating at 56 is going to be 37 yards, and in is good. So with that being said, that is going to be a miss because it's a 39-yard kick. So that is a missed field goal. Wow, look at that, guys. So Justin Tucker has now missed his field goal from the 22-yard line. That is terrible news for the Ravens there. So they're going to turn over the ball, and guess who's going to get it? None other than the Cowboys. And they're going to start with, well, not terrible field position, but not great field position. So definitely starting off strong here. Let's flip over these defenses here. And let's get those guys all set and ready to go here. All right, there we go. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to run on out here with Tony Romo on quarterback and see what they can do with 6 minutes and 45 seconds left. Okay, so it's going to be a pass play. It's going to go over to, well, I shouldn't have rolled that. Doesn't really much matter. So incomplete, no receiver open. There you go. See that? That was useless for me to do. So incomplete there for him. And that'll be an incomplete. That'll be his first incompletion after throwing 6 for 6 there. So that'll be definitely the best showing we've seen by a quarterback for sure thus far here. But no cigar with a touchdown there. So with that, we're going to go see a tendency play. And a tendency play is going to bring up a 5, which will be an inside run versus a pass defense. So inside run versus pass defense, the very first page of the booklet here, will be to Emmitt Smith. And a 55 says here, roll unusual. Okay, unusual here for an inside run. And a 43 says here, 3-yard loss, out of bounds, but there will be a penalty. So we will see a penalty on this play. Now let's see what happens. 21 before we do anything. 5 yards, 3A, GA. So 5 yards, let's see what that is. 5 yards, 3A. So that's going to be a false start. We're going to repeat down there. So repeating down after that, well, that wasn't a very good play by the corner. So we're just going to go 5 yards, repeat down. So minus 5 yards. So second down and 15 with 6 minutes and 15 seconds remaining there. Let's roll for a fast action card. And that'll be a pass play, and it's going to be complete over the middle to Michael Irvin for 21 yards. So there you have it, folks. Tony Romo just catches it right back to him there, and that will be a 21-yard pitch and catch there. First down and 10 on the 38-yard line. And Michael Irvin will get his 21-yard pitch and catch there. Add to his stats. And first down and 10. Okay, 5 is going to be an inside run. Yes, inside run versus a blitz. Okay, inside run versus a blitz, and a 15 on inside will be over to Tony Dorsett, right? Yeah, Tony Dorsett. So 64 will be unusual again here, guys. Lots of penalties on this game here. Don't like to see that ever. And 12 says it's going to be a rare, so we're going to page 69. Okay, so 69 is going to be the page where you have all the rare charts here. Let's see what happens on this rare chart here for inside. This will be the first time we've seen this in this game here. 33 says reserve. Here we go. So reserve guard checks in as blocking back, then takes handoff and bowls forward for 2 dice yards. So the reserve guard here, I'm going to say that's going to be John Nealand there. So John Nealand gets a bowls over for 11 yards, guys. Look at that. Threw it for 11 yards gain. That is a rare play. And look what happens here when Jimmy Johnson gets the helm here. They run the ball, and they really, basically, that is a trick play if I've ever seen one. I'm going to have to put right in that rushing play. I don't even think I need it. Well, I guess I do because it is a rushing play there. So let's see. Who was that? That was John Nealand there. So John Nealand gets the ball there, and that's going to be 11 yards. Wow. Okay. Well, that was quite the surprise, I can tell you that much. I've never seen that one, so good job, big boy John there, Refrigerator 2.0. A rushing play, it's going to go to 9. And it says it's going to be an outside run versus a blitz defense. So an outside run on 9 will be over to Tony Dorsett once more. So outside run versus a blitz defense. And Tony Dorsett's going to get the ball here. So 65 says it's going to be H, 0 run. So does H have 0 run? It looks like Michael McGarry does not have 0 run. So that looks like runner decked at sideline for 3-yard loss. Wow, Louis, that is not good, as Tony Dorsett was the key guy here in that play, and he unfortunately did not get the blocking he needed, as that defensive lineman, Michael McGarry, just comes in and bull rushes him. 4 minutes and 45 seconds left here, 2 minutes and 13 seconds, second down and 13 to go. I apologize there. 4 is going to be outside run versus a run play here. So we're going to see that, and it's going to go to 5, which is going to be Emmitt Smith, who is exceptional at running outside, so he doesn't really make many mistakes there. 36 says, does Jason Witten have 2 run? And he does, because he has a 2-, but we're on the 46-yard line of the Dallas Cowboys. So with that being said, he does have it. So we're going to go to the XR column here. Okay, 44 says here, does A, B, C, or D have run 2? And we, of course, know that Ed Reed with a 2- has 2. So yes, he does. So met by defensive back Ed Reed after 4-yard gain. So that'll bring up third down, and let's see how much. 9. So third down and 9 after Emmitt Smith takes 4 more yards there. All right. Okay, so 4 minutes and 15 seconds here. Probable pass play, as Tony Romo was on fire there. So it's going to be an audible, but it's going to be a pass play audible here. So that's going to be a medium pass play versus a pass defense. So medium versus pass defense there. Okay. And we're going to go to 7. So 7 is going to be over to Pearson. So Drew Pearson's going to get the pass play here. All right, so here we go. Drew Pearson, 22. And 22 is a possible interception. Go to Y chart. So this looks like Tony Romo's already starting off his choking ceremony here. And the Y chart here for us, we're going to see here, Tony Romo has a 3 rating. And a 34 says, does Tony Romo have 5 or more? He does not have that, so that will be just an incomplete pass there. So a 23 says that it was ball jarred loose by a defensive back. So ball was jarred loose by a defensive back. That'll be another incomplete pass there. That's the second one of the game here by Tony Romo. So with that being said, we're going to use the coffin punt as the team comes out here. And it'll be Danny White who does the coffin punt here. So 31 on the punt will bring us here. Let me grab my chart here. So did I say 31 here? So 31 on the coffin punt says coffin punt a D or better, which he does, down at the 2-yard line. Look at that, my friends. Wow. So go 48 yards here. 2-yard line. Let's push it down there. Bam. There you go. So the Ravens have it now on the 2-yard line. That is impressive. Definitely not something that the Ravens were wanting, but what was it here? Who was that? Danny White did a phenomenal job getting him right there where he needed to and stop that ball right there on the 2-yard line. So with that being said here, guys, Joe Flacco is going to come out with 3 minutes and 45 seconds left on his 2-yard line. So let's do the dice here, see what's going to happen. So it's going to be a rushing play as they try to just bowl ahead here. 15, so it's going to be an inside run versus a blitz. So an inside run 15 is going to be Willis McGahee. So inside versus a blitz here. To Willis McGahee. 35, and 35 says here is QB run 2. Joe Flacco is. So the quarterback, of course, drops some defenders here. So with that being said, 6 yards after defender wiped out by block. So they were looking for a QB sneak possibility, and that'll open up Willis McGahee for a, let's see here, is that a 6-yard gain? So he is quietly running up the stats here, Willis McGahee is. Definitely doing good here. So at 3 minutes and 15 seconds, they're just going to try to slowly move their way down the field here. So a 6 is going to be an audible. A 4 is going to be a, let's see here, that's going to be an outside run versus a safe defense. So outside run versus a safe defense. And an 8 on outside will be over to Ray Rice. Ray Rice is 62, and does he say I? So I, is he run 2? I is Randy White, and he is run 2. So defender slashes past block for 1 yard loss. So Ray Rice is definitely not getting the yards that he was hoping for in this very phenomenal time for him to show off his stats here. Definitely want to kind of get the public favor back in his eyes here. So with that being said, 3rd down and 5 here. 2nd down, or 2 minutes and 45 seconds left here on a probable pass play. That'll be a short pass versus a pass defense. So a short pass versus a pass defense. And that's going to be directed towards Clayton. So let's see, Mark Clayton here. 46 says here, unusual result. So unusual result here says it's going to be 41 on the unusual result. So play clock expires. That'll bring up 5 yards. So it'll be half the distance to the goal. So that'll be 3 yards back. So we're just going to minus 3 yards here. There you go, minus 3 yards. So 3rd down and 8. All right, 3rd down and 8. Let's roll again here on the probable pass play. It's going to be a long pass versus a pass defense. So the defense is pushing them back there, or at least their cornerbacks are giving a lot of space there to the receivers. And this one will actually go over to Torrey Smith. And a 26 says here, is it A or D? Do they have run 2? Or a pass 2. So Mel Renfro does have pass 2, if you guys could see that. So with that being said, tight coverage. Mel Renfro is going to cause possibility of an interception. 53 is a non-interception, of course, because of how great the Y rating of Joe Flacco is. So with that being said, that'll bring up 4th down and 8 after the, what was that? It's going to be a glances off defender, so the ball just kind of hit off the defender here. So that's going to be a 4. Well, on the 4-yard line, they're going to do a kickoff or a punt off here. So this is a great opportunity for the Broncos, for the Dallas Cowboys to take the field and get an opportunity to score. So a 14 on a routine punt says high, booming kick, plus 12 to average. So it's exactly what Sam Koch wanted to have here. So Sam Koch plus 12, so that'll be, what is that, 57 yards. So 57 yards, returnable punt here. I think it said there, 14, right? Yeah, returnable. So let's see how one of these guys returns it here. So let's see who's going to do it. 12 says it's going to be Renfro. So Mel Renfro, 64 on the return. It's going to be an unusual return here. So let's look at the unusual result there. So a punt return, 31. Says here it's going to be a 3-yard return, but there will be a penalty. So a 3-yard return there. There you go. And I think I messed up there. I gave it to them, but none of the worries. It's not a problem at all. So it looks like it's going to be a Cowboys ball. Let's roll for the penalty here. So an 11 on return plays says here, 11 on return plays, 1A. Offense, 15 yards, personal foul, repeat down. So with that said, we're actually going to have them repunt it, I guess, for a personal foul. That is, well, that's unique there. So there you go. So ball's going to go back to the Ravens here as I give back the ball here. So let's go, let's see here, down to the 4-yard line. We're going to put it back to the 2-yard line here. And we're going to move it all the way back to there, and they're not going to be on their yard line. There you go. So 4th down, I don't really care about the 4th down too much here, but I'll put it there just for your guys' sake. And again, I don't change the clock here for punt plays. I don't do that. I think it kind of takes over those times where I don't do the interceptions and those incompletes. I don't do that. So 53 on a usual punt here after the 2nd punt here. 53 says -2 from his average, and Sam's average is a 45, so that'll be a 43-yard kick from the 2-yard line. Jeez. And he's hoping that there will not be a return. And the 53 says there will be a return because his return is a D, not an A. So the return here, again, will be a 21. And that'll actually be Brian, is it Brian Johnson here? Yeah, Butch Johnson. There you go, Butch Johnson. So a 21 on the return. 21 says -7 from his return. So a 23, that's going to be a 16-yard return. So there you have it. They have it on the 45-yard line, 16 yards there. And that'll be on to the 29-yard line of the Ravens. Can you believe it, guys, here? That's a great play. So great opportunity here, guys, for us. So let's move out the dice here for us, or move out the play. Okay, there we go. Defense. So Tony Romo has his work cut out for him as we end the second quarter, the first half here. Definitely should be able to get some points on the board here. It would be an absolute travesty if he didn't. So, that being said, let's get to our fast action card here. And that's going to be a pass play. And a pass play, nonetheless, here should be a good one. So, a short pass to fullback versus safe defense. So, short pass to Don Perkins versus a safe defense, I believe I said. Yes, I did, right? All right, so let's see how Don Perkins goes here. Okay, so a 23. 23 says, is B or F? Does B or F, Ed Reed or Ray Lewis have 2 pass? And they both do. So that is a true pass broken up. That is incomplete. And that'll bring up 2-minute warning here, guys. So a 2-minute warning stops the clock there at 2 minutes. And the Cowboys, 2nd down and 10. So with that said here, guys, oh, I totally moved that. I'll roll it again here, guys. I apologize. All right, so 1 here for a normal play. It's going to be a medium pass versus a run defense. So a medium pass versus a run defense. Okay, and that's going to be 3. And a medium pass is going to be over to Jason Witten. And 66 says, K, does he have 2 pass? And K is Rob Burnett, and he does not have 2 pass. So it says no rush, no pass rush, complete for QB yards out of bounds. And unfortunately for Tony Romo, he's not a bomber because he wasn't during that timeline. So a Q yards out of bounds. So Q for him is 12. So that'll be a 12-yard catch there by Tony Romo to Jason Witten. Okay, so Jason Witten gets his 2nd catch of the game for 12 yards out of bounds. So that will stop the clock there, and I will absolutely do that just for this little slow time here. Slow time down just a tiny bit here. So 1 minute and 45 seconds. 1st down and 10 on the 17-yard line. 3 is going to be a tendency play, so Tony's going to call it an audible, really. And a 2 is going to be a medium pass play. And 3 is going to be a safe defense. And 18, the connection is going to be over to Dupree's, I think it is. Billy Joe Dupree's. 54, and that says H, does he have 2 pass? And H, Michael McGarry does have 2 passes at 1+. Now it asks us here, does SB have 0 pass? And that is Emmitt Smith, and he does not. So it's Q yards again here, folks. So another 12-yard gain, and that, my friends, will be Tony Romo's, 9th pass completion, and he's only missed 2 catches all game, or 2 passes all game. So 12 yards right there for him. And let's see here. Now the minute 15 seconds left on the clock. They're going to kind of let the clock roll a little bit here, guys, because they don't want to have the Ravens get the ball back here on the 5-yard line. So they're just going to run the ball up here and see if they need to use a timeout at all. So 1st and goal here for them. And let's see. Did I give Dupree's? I don't think I gave Dupree's. Billy Joe Dupree's. That was 12 yards. There you go. So 4-6 here on a goal line set will be inside run versus a blitz defense. Inside run versus blitz defense. Okay, and an 11 for inside run will be over to Don Perkins. 44 says tackle, left tackle here, I think it is, right tackle, Rayford Wright. Does he have 0 run? He does not, so it's going to be XR column here. And 64 says, is the runner's inside grade greater than C? And yes, it is. Is it yes? Yes, it is. So it is greater than C. So yes, use this result. So it looks like 64. So it looks like makes defender miss, go to go. So go is going to be a definite touchdown. So 35 just for fun. 35 would have been a 35-yard run plus dice, and that is a touchdown Dallas. So there's touchdown Dallas for you guys. So he gets the 5-yard gain there, touchdown. 45 seconds left in the quarter here. Now I could kick off the ball here, and we will, of course, but we first, of course, have to give them the points, and then, of course, do the field goal, and the point after, of course. And the point after here for Dan Bailey, 35, is good. So that is great. So 10-10 here, leading into the second half. 45 seconds to go here. Let's see if there's going to be a run back, of course. So 35-yard line. Let's put the ball back there. All right, kicking it off here. 25 on a normal routine kickoff. 25 says 64 yards to the primary. And 64, oops, 60, that was a little bit dyslexia there. 64 yards is going to be on the 1-yard line. They're going to run it back, of course, to the secondary. All right, let's see if this is going to be an exceptional play here. 43 for a return. And a 43 says it's just his return normal. So it looks like the backup will be not Sam's, but Webb. And Webb is a 26-yard return. So a 26-yard return for the Ravens. They're just going to go deep ball basically at this point here, guys. Deep balls all the way here. No need to even look here, guys. Oh, I guess, you know what? I'm just going to roll the defensive dice because I'm going long pass. So they're going to blitz here, guys. Long pass versus blitz. And a 6 is going to be the pass guy who's getting it here. So for the offense, you guys can't see that really too well, of course. So let me put that right here. All right. All right, there you go. Cool. There you go. All right, so for the pass, it's a 6. That's going to be over to Derek Mason for this long pass versus a blitz. 25 with 45 seconds remaining says, is TA or EB 0 pass? Well, TA is not. Jonathan Ogden does not have that. Or EB, and EB is Torrey Smith. Does he have 0 pass? He does not. So QB runs to avoid sack, reroll on 18. So this will probably almost run out the clock, really. So let's re-roll the clock here. So 56 says here, does he have run 2? I is Randy White, and he does. So it will blitz, force his runner outside, 2-yard loss. So Joe Flacco gets negative 2 yards. And let's see here. Let's run out the clock there. And I'm going to say they run out the clock and just take the knee. There's no point in getting hurt here, so 2-yard loss there. And I'm going to say they take the knee. Why not? Just kind of go into halftime. No need to look about it at all. So let's add the time here. We'll just put it down here once more. And that, my friends, will do it for the first half of play between the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens. So with that said here, guys, I thank you very much for watching this video. I'll see you guys next time here in the bleachers as we start off the kickoff, which should be actually the Dallas Cowboys kicking off to the Baltimore Ravens. So I can go ahead and do that, move it to the 35-yard line here, and we can start it off strong as the Cowboys are going to have it to kick off to the Baltimore Ravens. I'll see you guys next time in the bleachers. Thanks for watching, guys.